I got one of my favorite t-shirts on today.
Here, move the mic
You shut up.
and I'll zoom in on it.
Fuck you. Can you read this? Can you buy a vowel? It's for you.
I don't need to buy a vowel. I think
Shut
I can.
So the reason I like this shirt, I'm gonna tell you. I just took a trip to Niagara Falls. I was up in Toronto for some work. Went and looked at the falls. Afterwards, I just rode around the little neighborhood they had there, and went into a shop in the back. They had a bunch of t-shirts. I happened upon this gem, and it made me laugh. I bought this shirt when I was 18 at the mall in Waterloo, Iowa, because it made me laugh. I had a bunch of t-shirts very similar to this one. Had some vulgar saying on it, and I thought they were funny. I still have a lot of jacked up t-shirts. It's one of my things. So when I saw this up in Canada, I knew I had to get it. I had to be able to wear it for that. Those throwback memories. You know, the best part, actually, you know what? I bought this shirt when I must have been 16 or 17 because I remember, it was my gym shirt. I'd wear it to gym. You had to change clothes. Nobody ever said anything. Kind of funny. I did wear it the semester test day and I did get kicked out by the principal though. So that happened. Fuck him if you can't take a joke. But you know, I never really gave much thought of it. So I had this shirt, and I had like a bunch of alien shirts and some shirts that said weed on them. And I had this t-shirt that had like a alien in the front. And the alien had a joint in its mouth. And he was lighting it with his finger, like the ET thing or whatever. And it said, "Take me to your dealer," instead of leader. And it was funny. And one day, I came home, and Mary, my mom's, God bless her, like everybody in the Midwest there, or many, they wash clothes and hang them out on the line. And as I was walking in, it was Bucky laundry day or whatever. And all my jacked up t-shirts were hanging in the backyard. I lived next to a school teacher. Like one said, "Go fuck yourself, take me to your dealer." Like I had a shirt that said "a good year," it said "good weed." Like, all of them were bad. I felt bad for my mom having to hang them out there in the line. Like, I don't know, he had to be there, but it was funny. But t-shirts, man, I love them. Things that make you laugh. It's good. I got the other shirt, the red shirt, white letters. It says "I eat glue." Yeah, that was one of my favorites. Still got it somewhere. I just don't know where. And you know, it makes you think on a bigger side of things. I enjoy being very spontaneous. I enjoy being real. By real, I mean I'm a pretty straightforward person. I don't try to act like somebody I'm not. I don't try to bullshit you or lie to you about make you think that I'm something I'm not. So, I don't know. When you meet me, this is who I am. I curse more than I should. I hate fucking people. And, you know, if I could kill one person on Earth and get away with it, it would be fucking Hayden.
Well, how does that shirt still fit you if you wore it in high school?
Because I was fucking same size.
Really?
Yeah. I wore the same t-shirt size from 17 to 19. Holy shit.
No, from right now.
Well, I don't have the shirt right now.
Oh, I thought you said that you used to wear that shirt in high school.
I did.
And it still fits you?
Jesus, you're dumb, dude. I can't. I just can't. Shit, dude. Why do I have to explain this to you?
I got it mixed up. So it's this.
I bought the shirt when I was in high school.
Right.
Okay?
The same shirt you're wearing right now.
A shirt like it. I wore that shirt. It ran its due. I threw the fucking thing away. And then when I was in Niagara Falls, I saw the shirt, was like, wow, that's the shirt I used to wear in high school.
Oh.
So I bought the shirt.
Okay, yeah. I'm with you now.
Shut up, dude. You've wasted every pass you get to speak right now. You're done. I'm going to hear your voice for at least another 72 minutes. Sit over there and think about your 72 versions. And just shut up.
Be 73 when you get there.
I'm still fit. Not one other person on here thought anything like you. None of them. They all listened to the part where I said, I just bought this shirt. All right, now that we had that little exchange of complete and stupidness, I can get back to the fucking point I was trying to make.
Right.
And when I was up there in Niagara Falls, I noticed something too, that it's so commercialized, and it bothers me that all of these places that people go for vacation or whatever, it's all the same shit, man. There's a McDonald's right here, a Chili's over there, like the same shop selling you the same crap. Like, you don't even have to leave your neighborhood. Like, just stay home if that's what you're gonna do. Like, I want to go somewhere new and eat at mom and pop shop and Bob's Diner that's been there since like 1937, serving fucking biscuits and gravy or something, I don't want to go all the way to Niagara Falls and get a Big Mac. That's look, I don't get it. And it's everywhere. I mean, McDonald's everywhere. Every country you go to. Same thing in Europe. You go over there, it's all the same shit. Go down to Charleston. They got their little cobblestone streets and everything, and then you're bam, right there, Mellow Mushroom. There's a Mellow Mushroom all over the place. Or a Tilted Kilt and a Hooters. It's just the same ones. Like, I don't know. I feel like we're like being programmed, to not really have any original thoughts, have anything outside of the matrix, if you will say. And the same thing with the TV shows, man. I didn't realize this. I guess most people probably don't too, but I like the Master Chef. I like the Gordon Ramsay, right? But there's Master Chef in Master Chef Indonesia, Master Chef Australia, Master Chef Germany. So everywhere in the world, all the people that watch TV are watching the same thing we will fucking watch. There's no originality in that either. Man, there's some really bad people got in charge, right? They wanted to poison everybody or put them under control, make them eat a certain thing, and they can control you, kind of like the Batman movie. It wouldn't be that hard. We're like cattle going into the same fucking restaurants everywhere we go. Fly halfway around the world to eat at a McDonald's. Stupid.
I'll try a McDonald's in Japan or something. They have like different types of McDonald's that serve different types of things.
No. Why would you even go in there? Hey, McDonald's. I'll get my fucking picture taken with Japanese Ronald McDonald out front. Bing, bing, bang, boom. McDonald's. There we go. All right. McDonald's in Japan. Let me be the first to not apologize. Double champ apologizes to nobody. Does what the fuck he wants. Greatest line ever. So there's also been a lot of thing on the TV, man. On the news, I guess on the internet. I don't really watch news on TV anymore because it's all crap. But these squatters, these people going in and taking over somebody else's home. I don't get it, man. I don't get how it can be legal. In some of these places, California, you can't get them out. They don't have to leave. They just squat up in your place that you worked for. And there ain't shit you could do about it. And I just think, okay, so the people that are politicians make all these laws and blah, blah. Why don't they have squatters in their house? They live behind gates, communities, so they don't have to deal with that BS. And these squatters, they're parasites. They're a bunch of people that prey on the weak. You don't ever see them squatting in a Hell's Angels house, right? So they know they get the shit kicked out of them. No, they go into people's houses that try to be good people and try to play by the rules and yada yada. You got some guy that works his ass off trying to make a living for his family. You know, maybe he has to miss some birthday parties. He's got to miss some, like, the school play, parent-teacher conferences because he's out there busting his ass making the money. Buys a couple of houses, has himself a couple of rental properties, so they have residual income coming in. And you got some prick hippie bastard just goes in there and takes it over. Lives rent-free, screws the guy up. He's still got to pay the bank from the mortgage, even though hippie guy's in there not paying money. And I find it disgusting. I mean, seriously. The homeowner, you should be able to kick the door in, go in there, drag these fuckers out by their hair, and beat them up in your front yard.
Dude, they're trying to take down the master chef. Squatters. Did you hear about that?
No.
Squatters took over Gordon Ramsay's London pub.
Yeah, I think they kicked him out already, though. But it's a sign of the times, dude. Back in the day, there was never people that would think that way. You know, these people they don't want to work. They don't want to contribute to society. They don't want to make anything better. They all want to make it work. They want to be parasites on the system and suck it down. They're not trying to be in the system, not trying to help the system. They're liars, and they're criminals, and they're pansies. They don't do this shit to somebody that's tough, man. Like, they prey on people that are weak. And I find it to be just awful. And I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but something should. I'll hang a couple of them, maybe. You know? Like in the town square. Be like, this hippie prick was found guilty of squatting. We're going to hang him by the neck till dead. Next to him is his girlfriend. She was too stupid to leave, so we're going to hang her too. We're going to hang his parents. Fucking hang his brother. I don't care. Hang as many people as you need to get people to stop squatting. You know? I bet you wouldn't have to hang that many.
Do you think they ever hung people's pets? That'd be fucked up.
Where do you want me to go with that?
Yes or no?
No. Okay. Wow, that's podcast gold right there. That's going viral.
We're clipping it up.
You think I ever like hang a pet? Prick. Bernie, Mr. Socialism himself, he's got himself 3 houses, man. Maybe 4. Why aren't there squatters in those houses? Tell you what, I will drive your squatting ass all the way up there. But only if you squat the entire way. You get to wear a seatbelt. You gotta sit in the back of my van squatting. No, that's kind of funny. We had a bunch of... Oh, you know, we joke around, we take it, we push it out to the limit. We're not going to hang anybody for real.
No.
To my disappointment, by the way, because I would totally support that. But, I mean, the truth is that these people are pricks, man. And the more that you give in to them, and they just keep going. It's not like they're going to stop. They've gotten away with it. You know? If they stay in somebody's house for 6 months, never pay rent, and then finally, blah, blah, the law makes them leave, it's not like they're going to be like, oh, we were wrong, and go get a job. They're just going to go find some other asshole to manipulate and get into their house, you know? And it's just, they're literal parasites feeding on the hard work of others. And where is that in the Constitution, man? Like, when are normal, everyday working America, like, when are we going to stick up for ourselves and say enough is enough? All right, screw you. I don't care if you want to be lazy. Live in your homeless tent somewhere far away. But, you know, fuck off. Either get a job or whatever, but stop taking my shit that I've worked so hard for. You know? And I'm not I do a lot of nice things for people all the time. I'd gladly buy somebody a meal and whatever.
I've seen it, yeah, but multiple times.
I'm not gonna You know, these people are young, they're in 20s, and they're able-bodied. There's no reason why they can't get a job except they're lazy. They found a loophole, and they're just going to exploit it. And they're going to tell all their friends to exploit it.
Yeah.
And they're going to teach their stupid little prick kids how to exploit it. And it's never going to stop.
And I remember one time I was riding with you somewhere, and we were coming up to a bridge, and there's a homeless person, and they were like holding a sign, and you're like, "Hayden, look." And I was like, "What?" And you're like, "If he can hold a sign, he can wash a dish."
There you go. So, I don't know. I really hope that at some point, good, solid, caring, hardworking people learn to stick up for themselves, man. We don't have to kowtow to these assholes that tell us that we must. You know, there's more of us than there are of them. It doesn't matter if you're left or right. I don't care about how you vote and politic-wise. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And that's that, man. You know? Put it in terms like, what if they did that to your grandmother or somebody, you know? How would you feel about it then? Oh, it's no big deal. You know? Somebody takes over your grandma's house while she's there, eats all her food, scares her, you know? Up late, loud music. And there's nothing you can do about it because you know why? You didn't care when it was happening to somebody else. So you just said, that's fine. It doesn't bother me. Well, sooner or later it will. And then it'll be too late. You've already let it go on for so long. It's not going to stop. And we just keep giving in to these people. And I know I talked about this many a times. I know I talked about it in the past, but these same people that run around tearing down statues everywhere they go, right? Mm-hmm. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. That's a Civil War guy. He was racist. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. I don't know. I didn't know the man, and neither did you. But it's a statue. It's a rock. And it's part of history. It's not like somebody's saying, hey, we've got to celebrate everything this guy did. No. But the Civil War was a really big deal in our history. And if it was a bad person or whatever, take a moment to look at it and explain to people like who he was and why the decisions he made were bad. But you can't tear it down and break it just because you think you disagree with it. And I bet 99% of the people that do that shit don't even know the history behind whatever statue they're trying to rip down. They're just there to, I don't know, be a prick. And it's the same thing. They can come into your town and rip down a couple of statues. You think they're going to be happy? Nope. Not at all. For them to stay relevant, they got to wake up in the morning and find a new statue to rip down. Because otherwise, nobody's talking about them. And they got to go bigger and bigger and bigger, right? Now they're throwing soup on fucking priceless works of art. What is that about?
Yeah, I've seen that.
You know? Luckily, I'm sure they're in a glass case and temperature controlled so that it's, you know, they're not really getting paint or whatever it is that they're throwing on it. But come on. You know? You selfish fucking asshole. That's a piece of history and art that is simply amazing from forever ago. And, you know, you got your panties all wadded up over something, who God knows what. And you feel like you got to go ruin it. Well, now everybody else in the world doesn't get to go look at it because you fucked that up.
Yeah. Dude, they're starting to hit.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
You're robbing people of that experience of being there and doing it. You're robbing children to go look at it. And who knows? Maybe it sparks some little kid who grow up and he wants to be an artist and he wants to do cool shit. More power to him, you know? But you're mad about something, so you got to go destroy something that other people love. And fuck you.
Dude, they're starting to hit pool tournaments now. I saw a video where there was like a pool championship and some dude just ran in and dumped paint all over the pool table and started protesting about oil.
Who cares? Fuck, you know. You know?
It sucks, dude.
I wouldn't mess with people with pool cue in their hand. Somebody smack that boy up. That's what they need to do. Just give them. You don't beat them up when they're watching. You get his name, you find out where he lives, you do that shit later. You know?
He's eating grapes.
You put a mask on, you go up in there, Like Ben Affleck said. He's like, I need you to come with me. We're going to hurt some people. And you can never ask me about it later. Jeremy Renner, we taking your Carmine. Now that's powerful. So
You know, Jeremy Renner got hit by a snowplow.
I do.
Dude, I looked up a picture of it. It's huge. It's over 14,000 pounds.
Yeah. That's what snowplows are. I mean, are there small snowplows somewhere? Like a little bit mini one that you drive around? All snowplows are big.
It's just
It
sad.
wasn't even a snowplow, you numbnut.
What was it?
Snowcat.
Oh, a snow dozer.
Not called a snow dozer either.
Like, it's not funny, but it is kind of funny that like Hawkeye almost died from a snow.
I don't even know who Hawkeye is, and why are you still talking about it? Just settle the monkey down, okay? I assure you all, if you open up his head, there's a little monkey inside with the symbols. 24/7. Yeah, but it's all the way through. So we got the squatters, right? And then we got the immigrants that are coming in through the southern border. And it's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. Oh, shit. We got 800 of them in New York City. It's a huge problem. You've got 8 million of these people that have come through in the last couple of years. 8 million people. There's got to be boundaries in everything we do. And if they aren't, if you're not willing to stick to your guns and say, this is the boundary, you cannot cross it, people are going to pick up on that and they're going to exploit you for everything you have. And that's what's happening. America's it's getting exploited for everything we have. We can't take care of our own people, but we're spending hundreds of millions of dollars on other people's, like people that aren't United States citizens. Our bridges are falling apart. Ship hit that bridge the other day. The whole thing came down. People died, right? Have you driven anywhere lately? Potholes. All of our roads suck. Our airplanes are having stuff fall off in the sky. And somehow the priority is sending $140 billion to a country nobody gives a shit about. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sure there's good people in Ukraine. And my heart goes out to them. You know, that sucks what's going on. But we can't fund a never-ending war over there. We've been doing it for how long now? 30 years of just war. And you can't tell me that these people are all about, you know, helping the Ukrainians. But follow the money. It's corrupt. And the money that's being sent out, like, I don't know. I wish our media was real and they could dig, because I don't know how to do this stuff, but I wish I did. But I guarantee you there's a whole lot of people screaming, we've got to protect Ukraine, that are very much tied into the companies that make our bullets, make our bombs, make our stuff, right? So the more of that stuff we can sell to Ukraine at top dollar with the money that we fucking give them. So, you know, we give them a credit card for 140 billion on it, right? We hand it over to them. They come right back to us and buy a bunch of our bullets and guns at full retail price. And so who's winning? Well, the guy that's got stock and making money off these bullets and bombs and all this stuff, right?
The military
dude.
Isn't the military industrial complex or whatever? Yeah.
I mean, those are the guys making the bank. And guess what? They all got kickbacks. They all got this and they got that. And
goes back to like war fueling the economy, right?
Yeah, but it's not war funding the economy. I mean, that worked in like World War II and shit, but it's so sophisticated now. You know, there's a group of a few people that got their big grubby hands in there. And I'm all for capitalism, making money and doing things. But I'm definitely not for hosing the entire American population so that you can make another $1 billion off of your defense bullshit. You know?
Yeah.
Take care of people that are here. But they don't want to do that. They don't, because siphon the money like they can in Ukraine. There's no oversight, right? And there's tons of shit with it. And if you want to know the whole history, go read up on it. There's a bunch of books. But Ukraine is a very, very corrupt place, and it has been for a very long time. And this is just, it's all about money. It's all about money. You know, here's a war that we're supposedly help funding with Ukraine. It's going on for what, 3 years now?
Mm-hmm.
So what's happening? Like, what is going on with this war? Like, can't they just have like one big battle and be fucking done with it?
Well,
Get all the Russians on the one side, all the Ukrainians on the other side. Fucking have a good war, like in Braveheart, you know? All run down there, stab each other with pitchforks and shit, and we just call it a day.
It was kind of funny how the media switched over to Israel versus Hamas. You know, just totally forgot about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's again, they all have an agenda, dude. Like, I'm not gonna go down this tinfoil conspiracy thing because you know what? I don't have to.
Put the tinfoil hat on.
That's what it is. You know, it's about money and allowing all these people to come across our border. 8 million of them. You know, same people. They like that because you know what? They can pay these people a quarter of what they pay an American citizen to do the jobs, right? So it's cheap labor. Bring it on, you know? And then the other side's like, hey, these are future Democrat voters. Bring them on. Yeah. So you got Republicans that want cheap labor and Democrats that want more votes. And then there's you and I and the rest of us, hard-working American folk that just want to have a good life, smile a lot, raise our kids in a safe environment, and not get hosed. But the problem is we are getting fucking hosed. Bridges are falling down, roads are fucked, planes are falling apart in the sky. I mean, this is the greatest nation in the freaking history of the world. Seriously? And somehow we're sending $140 billion over to Ukraine. Money we don't even have. We have to borrow it. $30 trillion in debt. And we're borrowing money to give somebody else to protect their border. Where the fuck is the protection of our border? You know? I'm not against immigrants. Bring them in. Love immigrants. All the way through and through. But you better come in here wanting to be an American. You better come in here to want to follow our laws and do our things. Because otherwise, don't need you. Get out.
It's important to have an accurate inventory of who's in the country.
You know? Well, it's hopeful. Because I guarantee you, there's a lot of places. If I ran a country in South America or in Central America, dude, and I had overflowing prisons, and then this big, obnoxious, jerk-face country, you know, was there with a big, fat, open border, and all I had to do was bust these dick-headed prisoners up and let them run across the border, and they're no longer our problem, why wouldn't you do that? I would. Well, gladly, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, suck it, America, idiots.
True.
You know? And on the way there, educate these guys. Hey, this is the phrase you got to say. You want asylum. Like, teach them how to screw the system up here because they all know it. And the people that we supposedly hate, these cartels that are murder hundreds of thousands of people. I mean, these cartels are horrible places. And yet they're making billions off of pushing people across our border. And we don't have anything. We can't do anything about it. And supposedly these places are these cartels that we hate and they're so bad. We've just given them a huge lucrative business. They don't even got to smuggle cocaine anymore, dude. They're just going to send people through across the border. It's $5 grand a pop. But, you know, build a fucking wall. Well, it's going to take more than that. I mean,
you think they're going to start like already. Throwing ropes over it?
Just done, but it's not. So, I don't know. Pisses me off. Clearly. It's a great country, man. I just watch people take advantage of it and then just take a big shit on all of our values and all of our things that we care about for no other reason than they can. And I just think that I have to hope that there's a lot more people that think like I do. And I know there is. And you know what? I think it's time to stop being silent. It's time to make your voice heard. Say it correctly, say it proudly. You know? We're not racist. We're not fucking misogynists. I don't give a shit about what country you're from or what color you are. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. Like, you know? If you're a good person, you're a good person. Good people don't come around breaking laws and doing bad stuff and fighting the police. I mean, that's just... we got to be better, people. We got to wake up, and we got to be better. And we got to take control of our neighborhoods, and we got to take control of the places that are near and dear to us. Stop watching the news channel that's got an agenda and telling you that whether the dead guy in office now or the orange bastard that might be in there later, you know, who cares? Like, I guess it matters a little bit, but seriously, take care of your own little place, man. And we all do that. We all take care of it. Give ourselves a sense of pride and start getting along with each other. Stop letting people divide us. You know? I don't care what color you are. Just buy me a beer. Let's do a shot. Let's talk about, I don't know, hot chick in the corner. Their titties hanging out. Universal language right there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how you doing? Good. You're a different color than I am. Who gives a fuck? Check them tits out. You're right, man.
Right.
Tits are awesome. Yeah, that's how a conversation goes. Unless you're Hayden. You know? Let's run that same conversation back. But I'm going to insert Hayden. Hey, how you doing? Hey, is that a monkey dancing in your head? Hey, check them titties out.
Yeah, I would do an outro soon before the camera dies. You don't have to stop. Just do an outro quick.
Anyways, I'm pretty much done. We went longer than I thought I was going to do for sure. So that's it, man. Tell you what, for this one, go buy a vowel. FknBucky, I'm out. Goodbye.